Okay, let's talk about the weather because I haven't been happy, Luke. And Gatsby is not happy either.
You can't take him for a walk.
No, there's a lake outside my house.
Yeah, no kidding. Sam hasn't been outside in 3 days. He has anxiety.
Oh my gosh.
He shakes. Yeah, big 80-pound golden retriever, terrified. I feel sorry for him, and I feel sorry for a lot of people too who've dealt with a lot of this flooding here lately. We've had some property damage, and I hate to be, the bearer of bad news, but again today the threat has increased for more strong storms and with it the potential for flooding. So big headline for you there. Recent extreme rainfall from 5 to as much as 15 inches of rain in just 3 days. It's been tremendous, and you can see where the highlight has been near the county line of Broward and Miami-Dade, and the heaviest of it has been in Miami-Dade. Now the greatest risk for flooding today is going to be in these areas that saw so much just yesterday, of course the past 3 days, but especially yesterday. So that's right near the county line and down to around Coral Gables or so. Flooding's possible up and down South Florida today, hence the flood watch. So that's what we're going to be monitoring. Some sunshine out there now, kind of like today, kind of lures you into a false sense of, hey, maybe we're back into a drier pattern, but we'll wait for those storms to fire up this afternoon. 86 right now in Fort Lauderdale, looking good out at the Hollywood Broadwalk, enjoying it at the moment. Let's get to work on the radar. You can see some storms have fired up, and this is what they will do. They're going to, the clash between the west wind and the sea breeze is going to take place over the Everglades, so we get these to start, but they need to move eastward to get back toward the metro, which is going to take a little bit of time, probably an hour or two, though we do have a couple of these little cells that are popping out around, just west of Hialeah, Doral. You're getting some light rain there. All right, so the forecast of the rest of this afternoon is a wet one. I think, again, prime time is 3 till 6. You could have rain before or after, but that's the main zone. Watch these. Focus maybe over Broward. That's what the models are saying, but we're still flooded from yesterday in Miami-Dade, and we get any more rain, it's just going to stack up, so hence the higher risk there. And then by 8 o'clock this evening should start to taper back off, and then we settle into a dry night. Let's look at the big picture here. Bertha to our north. We are still caught in Bertha's tail. The reason why we're still seeing such high moisture today, this storm's actually stronger than it was initially forecast to be. It was a late start, and it kind of caught us a little bit off guard where it fired up and was able to develop those tropical characteristics despite all the obstacles that it had. So we have that today, and the storm zone, because of that wind clash over the east coast, is for us today. Now by tomorrow we still have high moisture, but the focus will shift westward, and then that trend continues on into our Friday. So we should see the intensity and the coverage drop in the coming days. We really need to get away from that clash of the winds. All right, so for today, as high as a 60% chance for showers and thunderstorms. Otherwise, it's hot and humid. 90 is our high temperature. Back to a more typical pattern Thursday, Friday, but still rain in the forecast. Don't get me wrong, just not as much of it, and that will linger into our weekend. Back to you guys.